chicken fat all over it, right? So what is the fat of grapes? Well, how do you get wine? From smash.
Two. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now,
all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call to be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had no life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would've been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name, now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas, not knowing that them handcuffs custom made the face. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design it. Cause when you in them streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you gonna be on papers and on restrictions. My father said a hard head to make a soft ass. I didn't care, I wanted fear when I walked past. In a place where a black man's blood is cheap. I thank the Lord for the day I was on Lake Street. Pissing in the cup, back and forth to court. Found the DC school, I swear it felt like I cried on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Asked me why I'm UPK, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50 and what's gonna come to pass. The Lord called me out the world and I started running fast. All I wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. Go ahead. All I wanted was to be a gangster. Isupk until it hit the fan. I want power and a throne, nigga, fuck them grams. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now got the upper hand, gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty, make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jam. Shit, I needed help. But Swan was locked up in the judge put man on the shelf. Had me cry cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress
I just wanna see my enemies fall. Yeah. Hey, look, I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Trying to build my own city, homie. Enough room to put my niggas on it. Then start a couple business on it. Fuck any heathen, never shitted on me. Yeah. Public housing we done lived through. Trying to put that in my real view. Gold rolls, what I still do. I can see the picture with a clear view. Gotta separate the snakes and all you fuck niggas that's gon' hate. Daily pray to God I don't catch another case. But that's a small risk that I feel I gotta take. Only certain niggas, they gon' feel this. Still deliver verses on that real shit. If I get a couple million, I'ma bust this shit down with these children. I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Don't get up out of bounds, homie. Got killers with them rounds on them. Look like I'm fed from the drum. Look, don't make me make the reaper rain down on them. I can give a fuck if you rock blue. And I was Sue Woo from the Fruittown crew. Cops still shoot us every time we move. They hate you, nigga, like they hate me too. Just know that brotherhood is a weapon. Build another zone, get protected. Too many sisters in the city been molested. Now I'm stacking soldiers off the block like it's Tetris. Woo. Know that truth, it give you chills, don't it? Steady ringing in your ears, won't it? If I'm blessed to make a meal, I'ma bust that shit down with my real homies. I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Yeah. To all them children that grew up with parents strung out on drugs. Yeah. I just wanna bow. Hope you do too. And I hope you do too. Yeah. Man, to the brother that had a real and she left him for whatever reason. Yeah. I just wanna bow. I hope you do too. And to the sister, you know what I'm saying, that had that nigga leave her. Yeah. Nigga, I just wanna bow. So my niggas is locked up. I hope you do too. Man, I hope you niggas see the light of day. Yeah, I just wanna bow. Yeah, I just wanna bow.
Prepare slaughter. We bout to bombard they whole operation. Certified priests prophesying this my occupation. This shit outrageous. They done made the truth docile. That's why we on the corner crying aloud, looking hostile. It's UPK style. Can't stop now. Father's warfare couldn't last one round. Let the oppressed rise and let the rich mourn till the sundown. Enough with these chickens. I'm about to make it hot. Call it compound. This for my niggas. Put the guns in the drugs down. Dwelling in peace till the Lord called for the bloodhounds. Try to decide my death and got beside yourself. Swore drawn for what you perform. How you gon' hide yourself? Devil's got to die for his lies and his dreams. Ain't got no love for them crackers. Nah, just people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Tell them devils that the end is near. Slaughter, slaughter. Now they shook from vicious words out this handed book. About to take these rappers back to school. My flow sanded hook. They crossed the line, ain't no coming back. You became no cowards. The only thing sweet is the honey check. Righteous is the Lord. Give me rest from my sorrow. And hand down death for them devils. There's no tomorrow. Why? Cause they violence leave a man a stiff corpse. You see a flag in a badge, I see horns in a pitchfork. Go ahead. So please believe it. The white man is a demon. And I ain't gon' vote for them to free me. They beat us till we the color purple. That's why this knife to they throat like ceiling. You got this nigga on his knees. They wanna have peace. We screaming, let this bitch burn at 1,000 degrees. I'm laying in the bosom of revenge. I told her I'd do anything she please. As I squeeze on the double D's. Fuck you mean? I'm talking to you. Slaughter, 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 slaughter. That they do not rise and fill the world with lies. Ain't die for your skin, you gon' die for your crime. I'm talking to you. So warn for your life. Your life try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Tell them devils that the end is near. Slaughter, slaughter.
The police just shot him for no apparent reason. No reason at all. They asked for license and registration. That's the police officer over there that did it. With the black on.
Come on up here. We ain't gonna bite. We ain't gonna bite. Everybody 12 out here tonight. We good? That thing kind of loud, ain't it? It's all right. All right, most of Christ. All right. So shalom, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua Brakathum to the Akim, Yahweh Shemal Atah Ba'Hashem Yahushua, to all the sisters in here tonight. We are the Isupk Star at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, operating up under Commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with anyone, you understand? And what we do is totally different from the entire earth, from the entire globe. What we do is save black people's lives, you understand? We change black people's lives and we give them their true identity according to the Bible. They no longer have to walk around thinking that they African Americans or Egyptologists and all that bull crap. We teach them who they are according to the Bible. And that's the Lord's chosen people. And tonight we're going to go into finding out who we are as a nation of people and what we did. Tonight is not a class. Let's go ahead and get it on out the way. If you ain't heard it, tonight is not a class. Forget about it. So don't ask me no goddamn questions because I'm not going to give you no answer. Unless it has something to do with the topic. You understand? But tonight, this is a celebration. This is a celebration about our victories over our enemies. You did? That's what this is. So if you have not heard, this is a celebration. Meaning this. There are tons of things that black people contribute to America, but you never hear about it. Think about all the inventions that black people have given to America. Do we know about it? No, we do not. The only time we find about those inventions is they maybe come out with a movie. Well, what's the movie that they came out latest about the sisters that sent the brothers to Mars? Where they went to the moon. What's the name of it? Go ahead, sis. Hidden Figures. What about what other movies that they talk about black inventors? Anybody else? Well, let's do this. What are some of the inventions that black people have given to America? Come on. Automatic transmission. Come on, sis. Stoplight. What else? The potato chip. What else? AC. You know niggas gonna have that AC now. We gonna find that AC for that's a fact. What you got, brother? Come on, sis. From my understanding, electricity. Damn. That's something serious, ain't it? Most High in Christ. But tonight we're going to talk about the Feast of Dedication and what it means to the Lord chosen people. In America, because of oppression, we don't think that warriors have value inside of America. You understand? We don't think that there's a need for killers inside of America as a nation of people. We value football players or basketball players, and we see them as being what? Our warriors. But at some point in time, we value warriors. What was warriors good for? What did we use warriors for? Come on now. What are warriors good for? What are they used for? What are soldiers good for? Come on, Jeremiah. Fighting wars. Fighting wars, getting busy. Well, who is getting busy for our people today? Nobody. Nobody, right? The basketball players, and you look at, they run 40-yard dashes in football with knee pads and a helmet on, and it's good, right? So what are we doing to get back to building that as a people? We're not doing anything. The school, the Isupk, is the only place that is doing that. We're the ones building up the warriors. We're the ones that are building up the soldiers in America. You understand? And tonight, we're going to go over a couple of stories that dig deep into understanding our history as a nation of people, all right? Somebody get me the definition of celebration, Baba Kashaw. What's the definition of celebration? Come on. I'm about to take all day. Let's go. What's the definition of celebration? Somebody, anybody. Come on, Kodam.
The celebration definition of Google is the action of marking one's pleasure at an important event or occasion by engaging in enjoyable, typical social activity.
Read that again for me.
Come on, sir. Celebration Google definition: the action of marking one's pleasure at an important event or occasion by engaging in enjoyable, typical social activity.
Now, this is a celebration. This is one that we're going to engage in, and we're going to do something that they don't recognize anymore. Tonight, we're going to recognize our warriors. Right. Tonight, we're going to recognize our killers. Right. And we're going to do it the right way. Because in America, you're no longer allowed to celebrate the warriors and the killers that we used to have as a nation of people. Because warriors stops you from being victimized every day and night. You understand? In America, there are people shot and killed by cops, and nobody's there to help them. Right. Nobody's there to change their lives or stop these acts from happening, right? And the only reason why this is happening is because of our disobedience. That's right. This is what this is. When you see people dying, you see people suffering, you see all the atrocities that we face, know it comes from our disobedience. Right. Our oppressor has no power, but because we are disobedient to our power, that's how they rule over us. You understand? We're dying from high blood pressure, gout, and all kind of manner of diseases because of our disobedience, right? These things would stop if we were obedient. Am I making this up? Somebody understands, right? And once again, tonight, this is a celebration about people who understood the importance of being obedient to what the Lord says, okay? And we're going to go into the Apocrypha. So anybody know what the Feast of Dedication means? What does it come from, or what does it represent? Come on. Y'all don't all answer at one time. Come on, let's go. Come on, sis. Mm-hmm.
Is it after the heathens had taken control of our lands and they had defiled the temples when we went ahead and our warriors?
I don't think it's on. Turn it on for us, sis. I mean, I can hear you.
You straight? All right. So like, yes, sir. If I'm not mistaken, is it after the heathens had taken control of our land, our brothers went in and basically laid waste, and they had to go and make the temple holy again?
Right. And how did they make the temple holy again?
So like, yes, sir. Did they rebuild it?
They rebuild it, or they what? Rededicated it,
right? Feast of Dedication.
That's what we did as a nation of people. And you know who did it? And you know who got it on for our people? the warriors of Israel. You understand?
Sir.
The killers of Israel. And nobody is allowed to glorify those things in America because we rule by an oppressive beast. You understand? In America, you're not allowed to have self-esteem. Right. You understand? They take everything from you. You're not allowed to walk around and bask in the glories that our people have given to America. They expect for you to walk with your head down and be what? Just a good old nigga. Right. You understand? A good old spick, a good wetback in America. Well, tonight we're going to celebrate a feast where our people no longer walked around with their heads down. They understood the importance of being killers. They understood the importance of dedicating themselves to serving something higher than themselves. All right? And we're going to get it out of the scriptures tonight. Let me see. What we want to start at, Thabo? Let's go to 1 Mac 1. Start at 12. It's like you start at 11.
Salakia. This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 11. Mm-hmm. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
Read that again.
In those days went there out of Israel wicked men.
What kind of men?
Wicked men.
No, righteous men.
Wicked men.
Wicked men, come on.
Who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
Now, the question I would have is, who would be the wicked men of Israel in that day? The wicked men of Israel in that day would be our government.
Right.
These were the men that were in power. And guess what? They was in power and they was what? They were wicked.
That's right.
They were wicked. And this is why they wanted to join with the other nations and their covenants, because of their wickedness. You understand? So what would you consider to be a wicked man or wicked woman according to the scriptures? Come on.
So like I said, anyone, Israelite that's not keeping the law.
Israelite, give me some examples though. I wanna know what the hell is wicked.
Come.
I want no clean goddamn messes in here tonight. You understand?
Come.
We celebrating, and I want the rooted to the tooted. So y'all can go ahead and get comfortable. This was a celebration.
Right.
Y'all gonna have to get used to me. I'm a little different.
Right.
But I am a killer, nevertheless.
Right.
You understand? So what are some of the things people consider to be wicked? Come on, sis. What do they do though? Everybody know the pastor is wicked, but what do they do? What do pastors do? Come on.
Lead their congregation into damnation, basically. They tell them it's okay to commit sin when it's really and truly not.
You're keeping it light. You're keeping it light. I don't want no light goddamn message tonight. You know what I want to hear? I want to say the pastor tells them to eat chitlins. You understand? The pastor tells them it's okay to be homosexuals. I want to hear the dirt of our people, because guess where it comes from? The wicked men that are amongst us. So the only way we're going to fix us is to see the problem that we have where? Amongst us. All right? So what are some of those wicked things? Come on, sis.
Pastor sleeping with married women.
Pastor sleep with that. See? Yeah. See, now somebody talking to me. Somebody done been in church. What are some of the other things wicked people do?
Sleeping with little boys in church.
Right. Pedophilia. What else?
Not looking out for their people.
Right. How about them not serving the Lord? Not keeping their covenants and want to live like all the other peoples on the face of the earth. And tonight we're going to get in some of those things that wicked men did, okay? Read that again, Thabo 1.
Come. This is the book of 1 Maccabees. Slakia. Chapter, what did I say? The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
So since we left the heathens, we've had much sorrow. You know, just like people living in America. Today, in prison, people enjoy them 3 hots in the cot. But when they get out, when they get their first day out, it's hell, man. And a lot of brothers run right back into that prison system because of the hell that they actually receive. What they don't understand is the freedom that they're gaining.
Right.
But once you're in an oppressive block or a cell block, you think them 3 hots in the cot means something. Well, at one point in time, we was up under oppressive people, and guess what? We thought it was better that we serve under them. Can anybody else guess like when another time we was up under somebody else? Let's walk the water out. When was another time we was up under other nations of people and we thought it was good for us? Come on. When we was in Egypt, correct? And what happened to us in Egypt? Well, let's do this. What happened to us after we left Egypt? What did we do? Come on.
We wanted to go back and we started doing what we were doing when we were in Egypt.
We wanted to go back to Egypt. So the process of going back to Egypt, what did we do in the meantime? Come on. We did those things. We went back and started following some of the ways of Egypt. But what else? Come on, sis. We complain. I want what they call the good food. I want the good job. We complain once we left our oppressor. And guess what? Today, we're going to celebrate a people who do not give a damn about what the oppressor had because they understood the importance of freedom. Right. Read on.
Salakia, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
So this device pleased them well.
What device pleased them well? To join with the heathens, right? These are wicked men who are persuading the people because this device pleased them well. If they are pleased, why? Because they was on top. They were the government for our people, and they were leading the people, so they maintained their what? Positions, okay? Therefore, it pleased them well. Read on.
Verse 13, then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
They did what?
Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king.
They went to the king
who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
These wicked men allowed the people to live like the heathens or do the things that the heathen did. Why? Because they were wicked as well. Just like who? The Christian church.
Right.
The pastors that we look at as being spiritual leaders and guiders for our people are to give us guidance. They're wicked as hell. And celebrate Thanksgiving.
Right.
They're going to let you celebrate Christmas. They're going to let you celebrate 4th of July. Why? Because they're wicked men. And that's what wicked men do. You understand? Read on.
Come. Verse 14. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen.
According to what?
According to the customs of the heathen.
According to the customs of heathens. I'm about to get loose. Y'all might well go and get ready. We got some drinking here tonight, man. Baba Kashar, please, just a little bit. A little swig. All right. So after the customs of heathens, right? So what are some of the customs of heathen that we were doing? Do y'all know that the Greeks believed in wrestling naked, right? That was some of the things they loved to do. They like to wrestle with grown, sweaty men. And today we have men that watch wrestling for real.
Good night.
You know WWE? Does it still come on? So y'all ain't never seen what? Midnight Express, huh? What about the Ultimate Warrior? You never looked at the Ultimate Warrior. I'm making this up, right? Well, guess what? These were the ordinances of the heathens that our people wanted to follow.
Right.
Just like what? Eating pork. You understand? All those abominable things that we wanted to do.
Right.
And guess what? Because our leaders were wicked, guess what they said? Go ahead. They gave them license to do it. Right? Read on.
Come. Verse 15. And made themselves uncircumcised.
And made themselves what?
Uncircumcised.
What does it mean to be uncircumcised? No, everybody raise their hand at once. I want some brothers to answer this one. I know a sister would definitely know when a brother is uncircumcised, all right? No turtlenecks. Come on, brothers. What does it mean to be uncircumcised? What does it indicate? Come on, Quadon. Say it again. The water.
Indicating that you're not following the law, statutes, and commandments. You have uncircumcision of the flesh and uncircumcision of not following the law, statutes, and commandments.
All right, so let's do this. What does it mean to be circumcised? Come on.
Are we talking about the procedure after a baby is born, sir?
Well, I'm just gonna clean it up for you so we can push on for time's sake, okay? Being circumcised it's an outward appearance of you saying I'm willing to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, right? It's a token to show like your parents understood the importance of keeping the law, statutes, and commandments as to why a child was circumcised on the 8th day. So if you're uncircumcised, meaning your parents did not value the point of keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, okay? Read again from the top.
Con. And made themselves uncircumcised.
Mm-hmm. They made themselves uncircumcised by not following the traditions of their parents, meaning not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, okay? Read on.
And forsook.
And they did what?
And forsook.
And they did what?
And forsook.
They forsook, meaning what? They didn't do it. What's the definition of forsook? Somebody give me the definition of forsook. Come on.
To abandon.
To what? To abandon. They abandoned what? Read on.
And forsook the holy covenant.
The holy covenant. They abandoned the holy covenants. The covenant that they made with their God. And the rules and regulations, law, statutes, and commandments that was given to them as a people. They did what? They abandoned that, okay? Read on.
Come on, sir. And joined themselves to the heathen.
They abandoned them and joined themselves to the heathen. Guess what? In America, guess what? There are only one group of brothers that are not abandoning the law, statutes, and commandments and joining themselves to the heathen. That's the ISUPK.
That's right.
Everybody else is joining with the goddamn heathen, man. We are the only group of brothers that are standing on their own, that are not trying to what? Abandon the law, statutes, and commandments of our Father. And guess what? They hate us because of it.
That's right.
They absolutely hate it. And every day that they wake up, they are figuring out ways how to stop commanding Junior Hunter.
Right.
It won't happen.
That's right.
Because he has men under him that understand the value of being warriors. We understand the value of being killers. Don't mean you go out here and kill nobody. Right. Don't put your hand on nobody. Just defend yourself if you have to.
That's
okay?
right.
Come on, Double One.
Con. And joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to do mischief.
They were sold to do what?
To do mischief.
They were sold to do mischief. What is mischief? What are the things? Come on, sis. Sis gonna answer all the questions. Come on with it.
Do underhanded things, or that's a
You're right, but it's
evil?
something we don't went over already. What is mischief?
To do evil.
According to what?
The law of the Bible.
That's right, but that's not what I want. Give me what I want. Come on.
Trying to be nice.
I know you want to say it.
Not me.
Give him a hand. Give that brother a hand. That was the mischief that we were doing. You know, that was a time where we didn't wrestle around naked. Once again, it's talked about that's what they did. They found it pleasurable to what? Do after the heathens, mean wrestle naked. The woman is perfectly made to have sex with and have children and grow, right? Well, our oppressor, the heathens, he doesn't think so. The reason how you know he doesn't think so, because he's trying to figure out ways to sleep with little boys. He's trying to figure out ways to sleep with little girls. Mischief. And everybody knows once you join in, you belong to it. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened to us as a nation of people. Come on.
Come. That he might have the dominion of 2 realms.
2 realms, meaning what? Egypt and Jerusalem, or Israel, okay? Come on.
So verse 17. Wherefore he entered into Egypt with a great multitude, with chariots and elephants, and horsemen and a great navy. Verse 18. And made war against Ptolemy, king of Egypt.
Go back up to 17 for me, Baba Kashaw.
Wherefore he entered into Egypt with a great multitude, with chariots and elephants and horsemen and a great navy.
Right. So to sum this all up, right? You got to think about it. We were a free people. We were doing what we wanted to, but because we wanted to join with the heathen, we gave up a lot of our self, a lot of our customs to join with the heathen. And in doing so, we joined with somebody who sought to destroy you, sought to destroy us. Everybody know that the white man is a bully. He is a absolute bully. He is a terror everywhere he goes, right? And we know with any bully, if I take your money today, what will I require of you tomorrow? What do I want from you tomorrow? If I take your money today, what do I want from you tomorrow? Come on.
Your shoes.
I want your goddamn shoes. What else?
Your coat.
After that, I want your coat.
Right.
After that, I want your wife.
Right.
After that, I want your children.
Right.
That's the oppressor that we're serving. We think it's cool that we celebrate Christmas, but we don't know what it costs.
That's right.
We don't consider the cost of celebrating Christmas.
Right.
We don't consider the cost of celebrating Thanksgiving because we are abandoning what the Lord gave us.
Right.
Our law, statutes, and commandments because we wanted to live like the goddamn heathens.
That's right.
We also know what happens to us once we abandon what the Lord gave us.
Right.
We lose.
That's right.
We're at the bottom. Look, take a good look around and understand that we are suffering because what? We are choosing to live like the oppressor. That's it. That is it. When are we going to wake up and stop it?
That's right.
When are you going to fight?
That's right.
When are we going to fight? We don't think it's necessary, Top One. We think it's all peaches and cream. But tonight we're going to get into a story who understood, some people who understood the necessity of being fighters.
Right.
What are we going to next,
Second Maccabees, sir.
Second Maccabees?
Chapter 7, I believe. The woman and the 7 sons.
You going to do this? You want to do the 7 sons?
Oh, it's like whatever you want to do.
Let's do the 7 sons.
Count.
7 sons. Have y'all heard of the 7 sons? Are y'all prepared for the ride? It's a hell of a ride, and it's the truth, and it is needed to be heard. You understand? So where we at, brother?
Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
Second Maccabees.
7, right?
No, maybe something.
7 and 1.
The book of Second Maccabees, chapter 7 and verse 1.
Now, before we get into this, right? We said earlier that once you join with your oppressor, what happens? What happens once you join with your oppressor? Come on, sis. You become like them, right? But what else? You become like them, you right. But I want to add more to it to get more into this story. Come on. We take on their customs, right? And what else? I'm going to give it to you for time's sake. Yeah. Come on now. Y'all talk to me. Talk black to me. Y'all seeing looking at me. I ain't going to pop no damn rabbit out of hat. Let go. What you got, sis? Yes, Barbara Shaw. Well, you're right. But over a period of time, once you begin to do these things repeatedly, they'll look for you to not fight anymore. You know what I'm saying? After you keep taking the food out of someone's hand, they're going to, you'll stop asking over a period of time, believe it or not. You'll think that what you deserve it. And guess what? After some point, we were serving our oppressor so much. The thing that we're going to get into tonight about a woman and her 7 sons, the king never expected to happen. Meaning he thought that we was going to forever eat pork. They thought that we was going to forever forsake God's law, statutes, and commandments. Well, this story proves opposite of that. As to why you guys are sitting here tonight.
That's
why
right.
you brothers and sisters are sitting here tonight.
Right.
You don't want the goddamn handouts. You understand me? You are fighting for your culture. All right? And this story is going to get into it tonight, okay? You ready for him?
Come.
Let's go out.
The book of Second Maccabees, chapter 7 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh.
Now, after a time period where we always just done what the king asked us to do over and over and over, celebrate Christmas over and over and over and over and over and Marshawn Lynch, right? Saying name dropping. But after a period of time, we done it so much that when we was compelled to do it against the law, what happened? Start from the top again.
Come, sir. Mm-hmm. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken.
That 7 brothers with their mothers were taken. Come on.
And compelled by the king compelled by the king.
By the who?
By the king.
By the bully.
By the king.
By the bully.
By the king.
Come on.
Against the law.
Against who?
Against the law.
Your law. Law, statutes, and commandments. Come on.
To taste swine's flesh.
To taste what?
Swine's flesh.
What is swine's flesh?
So like, can we get him the mic? Should be behind you, Mahayo. Yeah, let's try to move the mic around. If you could, Bob, shot. So like,
what is swine's flesh?
you good, you good.
Hello?
Talakia.
Oh. That was me.
Come on, sis. You got it.
Pork.
It's pork, right? So he was compelled to eat swine's flesh. Come on.
It's like, sir.
Let's crank that thing up, brother.
Okay. To taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips.
And because they were tormented because they did not want to do it. Meaning they wanted to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, okay? They wanted to keep their law and not abandon it, okay? Read on.
Come on. Verse 2, but one of them.
But what?
But one of them.
Come on.
That spake first said thus.
What did he say?
What wouldest thou ask or learn of us?
What will you learn from me? What? Eating pork. Right. All right. What is there to gain from you to see me eating pork when you know I don't do it?
Right.
So what do you have to gain from it?
Right.
Okay? Read on.
We are ready to die.
I'm ready to do what?
We are ready to die.
Damn it, I am ready to die.
That's right.
I'm ready to die before I do what? Before I eat pork.
That's right.
How many of you can say that?
Damn right.
Everybody should have their goddamn hand up in here. All of us should have. You should have stood up, did a cartwheel, backward flips, and all of that because you know the importance of keeping the law. You understand me? That's what we know in here. Read that again, brother.
But one of them that spake first said thus, what wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die.
I'm ready to do what?
To die.
Bring it on.
Rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers.
Rather than to do what? Transgress the laws of our fathers.
Okay.
What laws? The law, statutes, and commandments
That's
that was
right.
given to the nation of Israel.
Right.
Damn it, let's do it. I'll die before I eat pork. You understand me? Once I learned the importance of not eating pork, y'all ever taste something and you look on the back of it and you happen to see the damn ingredients, like, damn, it's stop one, the water. You see something that has gelatin in it or pork in it, you realize right then and there, like, who put this shit out here?
Right.
Lock you know what I'm saying? Who did this? The damn devil did it. You
That's
understand?
right.
Your oppressor is constantly trying to find ways to get you to break the law. What are you fighting for? That's life, right? Life is what? Life is what? Life is war.
Right.
So don't be fooled by a smooth talking bastard. You understand me? The devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
The oppressor, man. Read on.
Come.
Y'all take y'all time. Take your time and just relax, okay? I don't know why y'all so uptight.
Right.
This is not the Christian church.
That's right.
I'm not gonna pass around the what you call it, the collection plate. Unless you want to give it up. I mean, by all means, I'll take it, and we'll build this nation. You understand? I will not buy a Rolls Royce with it. You understand? We'll figure out ways to put more signs of Commander General Hunter in here. You understand?
Right.
More pictures of brothers and sisters in here.
That's
what
right.
you got, Sadat? Right. There would be no band striking in here. We will play fall on them, Captain McCall.
Right.
Track 13. You
Right.
understand? All right. Go ahead, brother.
Come. Verse 3. Then the king, being in a rage.
He was what?
In a rage.
Why was the king in a rage? Why was the king in a rage? Come on.
Because they didn't want to do what he was telling them.
Right, because he didn't want to do what he wanted them to do. He wasn't listening to him. You understand? Right? Read on.
Come. Commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot. Verse 4. Which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first.
Could you imagine somebody who does not want to eat pork and somebody, think about this. You sisters who have children, you understand? We know that your children are near and dear to your heart. Imagine your child someday saying, going to the classroom, and this is real because we deal with this for real today.
That's right.
Your children know the importance of not standing up for the national anthem. You understand? And and your children are sitting down in the classroom and the teacher says, well, I'm going to punish your child. A sister in here who understands what is happening, she would damn near break that little woman's neck. You understand me?
That's right.
That's what this is. Well, you have a brother who understands the importance of not eating pork, and guess what they know? He's like, come on, bring it on. I'm going to stick my tongue out. Take it. You understand? And that's the mindset we must have. And they did that to that brother. Read on.
Con. Salakia, and to cut off the utmost parts of his body.
What is the utmost parts of his body? Come on. When we say utmost, okay, you got to remember, this is the center of your body, right? The center of your body. When we say the utmost, your extremities,
right?
Your fingers, toes, like you said, your hands, or things like that. But just break it down so everybody can understand it, okay? Read on.
Con. The rest of his brethren and his mother looking on.
While this is taking place, his mother and his brothers are looking like, damn, this is really happening, right? This is for pork. Because you want me to eat pork. This is why you're going to torture my brother, right? Read on.
Con. Verse 5. Now when he was thus maimed.
When he was thus maimed, meaning what? He was hurt, right? He was what? What's the other word I'm looking for, Tabawan?
Disfigured.
He was disfigured, or what else?
Maimed is a good word. It's swab on
Come
the
on, what does it
like
mean to be maimed? Come on, I knew I was going to get you.
You can
Come
say
on.
dismembered.
He was dismembered, or what else? Maimed. Come on. Injured. That's the word I was looking for, right?
Okay.
He was dealing with the pain of losing his fingers, losing his toes, right? You can't even sit out in the cold nowadays. Your fingers get cold. No, you be like, damn. But you think about a brother who had his fingers cut off,
right,
and his feet cut off, right? Read on.
Con. Now when he was thus maimed in all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire.
The king, while this brother was still alive, the king said, bring him to the fire. Bring him to the fire, okay? Read on.
And to be fried.
And to do what?
And to be fried.
And to be fried.
In the pan.
In the pan that they heated up. For what? Not eating pork. Or you can look at it like warriors look at it, because keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Right? Read on.
Con. And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed.
That means the smell of this brother being fried in this pan, the smell was a good bit dispersed, right? Imagine that. Some of you sisters burn food all the time, and you got to walk outside and open up windows. Yeah, it's gonna be like that tonight. You can't even. Damn, the smoke is everywhere, right? And you're fighting it all the time. Well, there's burning flesh. If you ever smell burning flesh, it's a smell that you'll never get out of your mind. It's hard to get over. You understand? So this is what happened to this brother. Go ahead. Come on, let's get it, bro.
Come on, sir.
We in here tonight. We gonna make a little noise.
Come on. Right. And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another.
They did what?
Exhorted one another.
What they do? Come on.
With the mother
saying what?
To die manfully.
To die manfully, right? This is what happened. While this brother was losing his life in the pan, the first brother who spoke against the king, they got together and said, you know what? It's on. It is time.
That's right.
Right? It is time to do this. You see what just happened to your brother. Be prepared to die. The mother and the sons got together and they made up their mind that they was not eating pork that day, brother. You understand me? And that's what we have to do every single day that you live.
Right.
Every single day that the Lord allows you to breathe this air, make up in your mind that you're going to fight know who you are as a nation of people. Can we do that?
That's right.
All right. Read on, brother.
Saying thus, the Lord God looketh upon us, and in truth hath comfort in us, as Moses in his song, which witnessed to their faces, declared, saying, and he shall be comforted in his servants.
Read on.
Verse 7. So when the first was dead, after this number, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock.
So after the first dead, they brought the second son to make him a what? Mocking stock. Meaning everybody is around making jokes about the first brother that lost his life. So they already know what's going to happen to the second brother. Look at this guy. He's going to go through this for some pork. Well, let's see what this brother thought about it. Read on.
And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair.
Stop, brother. Read that again and take your time reading. And just the goal is tonight to understand what we're doing as a nation of people. Visualize a brother who understands what is going on. Okay. And he got his top of his scalp pulled off, huh? Right. And guess what happened once he had his top of his scalp pulled off? They asked him what?
And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him, wilt thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body?
That's mocking. What, you gonna eat it now? Or you want your feet cut off? Will you eat this, or do you want your hand cut off? Will you eat this, or you want your baby pinky toe cut off? Some of you, if you hit your pinky toe the wrong goddamn way, you're ready to eat pork. You understand? For real. You understand? That's it. Read on.
Come on. Verse 8. But he answered in his own language.
But he did what?
But he answered in his own language.
What did he say?
And said, La'ah.
He said what?
La'ah.
What does la'ah mean? Sis? Yeah, Bob Kashaw. No. He said no. He said no. When you eat this, imagine this, a brother who was obviously in torment and pain with his scalp pulled back. Already in pain. Well, they mock him, well, will you eat pork now? And he said, la'ah. That's right. Right? That is strength. Yeah, that is a warrior.
That's right.
That is what is needed in Israel.
That's right.
You understand me? That's what we need. Not tambourine players.
Right.
You understand? Read on, brother.
Come. Wherefore, he also received the next torment in order, as the former did.
He did what?
He also received the next torment in order, as the former did.
He got the same thing that the first brother got. Tongue cut out and put in the frying pan as well. All right? Read on.
Come. Verse 9. And when he was at the last gasp, he said, Thou, like a fury, takest us out of this present life. But the King of the world shall raise us up, who have died for his laws, unto everlasting life.
Now, in his last breath, this is what he said. Read that again. In his last breath, he said what?
Come. Thou, like a fury.
Thou, like a fury, right? A fury is, I can't even say the word right. Am I saying it right, Papa One? Fury. Don't worry about it. I got it. We're going to figure it out. You understand? Along the way. A fury is a wind, a strong wind, right? That comes. But everybody knows, just like a wind or a tornado, it soon passes, correct? Like it's not going to be there over and over and all night and day. There's going to come a time where it's going to be strong, and then that wind going to die down, correct? Just like this oppressor, right?
That's right.
I know we seeing him bask in all this goddamn glory today, but there's gonna come a day, brother, with the white man we will narrowly look upon him.
That's right.
You understand? That's what the scriptures say. And how happy would I be? Read on, brother.
Come. It's like thou, like a fury, takest us out of this present life.
Like a fury, you take us out of here, out of this fairy life. You take my life like a fury, like a fast wind. Okay, right. Read on.
But the King of the world.
But the who?
But the King of the world.
But the King of the world, Yahweh, right? Read on.
Shall raise us up, who have died for his laws.
Come on, man.
Unto everlasting life.
That's right. So you understand, don't we worry about this life. You understand? We understand that reincarnation is real. A coming back again in this earth is real. You understand me? So you're worried about the little pain that we deal with today? This brother and this mother understood that. And guess what they were saying? Let's get it on. Because they wasn't willing to forsake what the Lord had given them. They weren't willing to eat pork. Come on, sis. Come on. This is before. This is under the Greeks. All right.
Come on. Salakia. Verse 10. After him was the third made a mocking stock. And when he was required, He put out his tongue.
He did what?
He put out his tongue.
He did what?
He put out his tongue.
When the third came up, what did he do, Mahayar? Y'all turn around, look at my brother right quick. What did he do? What did the third brother do, Mahayar?
Hey man, put his tongue out.
No, I want you to show me what did he do. He put his tongue out. He put his tongue out. What is he saying? What is he saying? Let's get it on.
Come on.
Let's do it. Let's do it. You're talking. What are we talking about?
Right.
We're talking about practice? Come on, man. This is what this is, okay? Read on, brother.
Come on. And that right soon, holding forth his hands manfully.
And he not only did he stick his tongue out, he held out his hands. Take them.
Right.
Take them.
That's right.
Take them, because I'm not living like no filthy, disgusting heathen.
That's
you understand
right.
me? And I can do it because I know that I'll be back.
That's right.
I'll be back.
Damn
you
right.
understand? I'll be back.
That's
boy.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. If y'all could go ahead and prepare yourselves, receive the food, whatnot, we can go ahead and eat. Get full. Right. Get full in here tonight. This is a celebration.
That's right.
This is not a class. We are celebrating.
Damn
you understand?
Right.
We are celebrating the victory over our enemies. You understand me? We are celebrating a brother and his family understanding the importance of not giving a damn about serving under a heathen.
That's right.
You understand?
Come.
That's what we're celebrating tonight. Read on.
Verse 11. And said courageously, these I had from heaven.
These I what?
These I had from heaven.
These I had from heaven. Come on.
And for his laws, I despise them.
And for his laws, I despise him. I despise them. Meaning this. These hands that I have, they ain't no good to me, Thaba.
Right.
What the hell are these hands to me? If it causes me to go against the Lord, then take them.
That's right.
That's why I'll hate them. Take them. If it means you want me to eat pork.
Right.
Right? You prepare for that, right?
That's right.
Most High in Christ.
Come
on, brother.
And from him, I hope to receive them again.
And from him, I hope to receive them again. He didn't say the king was going to give them back. He said the Most High was going to give them back, correct? Read on.
Salaki, sir. Verse 12. Insomuch that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage.
They did what?
Marveled at the young man's courage.
This little nigga crazy. He is out his mind. Has he lost his mind? Does he not see what happened to the first two brothers? Did he not see their tongues getting cut out? Did he not see me put them in the frying pan? Did he not smell it? Man, whoa, man, what is this? That's how you should look at your brothers and sisters in here tonight. Because that's how I see you guys, right? I marvel at the strength that y'all exhibit day in and day out to keep God law, statutes, and commandments. You understand me? You should be able to look at your sister and know that she's fighting. You understand me? Look at your brother and know that he's fighting. The rest of the world is you don't celebrate Thanksgiving? La-ah. You don't celebrate Christmas? La-ah. What about the children? They'll be okay. Yeah, they'll be all right. Drink water. Sit down. You understand? It's that simple, Read on.
Come, sir. Salaki. Verse 12. Insomuch that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage, for that he nothing regarded the pains.
He did what?
Nothing regarded the pains.
He didn't even feel the pain, man. Didn't regard it. That's something to chew on. It's not everyday life where you see a brother deal with some pain and he don't even regard it. If you twist your ankle, you a hop. There's a brother who has lost his fingers and his tongue and not even grimacing about it. Let's get it on, man. Let's get it on. Read on.
Come. Verse 13. Now when this man was dead also, they tormented and mangled the fourth in like manner.
Now, after this brother was dead, they did the fourth brother in what? The like manner, meaning the same way. The same way. Why? They're expecting a different result, right? They're expecting at some point somebody's going to say, you know what? Enough is, you know what? Let's just eat the pork, man. Let's just get it over with. If it means that much to him, let's just eat the goddamn pork, right? Read on.
Come on, verse 14. So when he was ready to die, he said thus, it is good being put to death by men, to look for hope from God, to be raised up again by him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life.
Come on, man. That is strength.
That's right.
That is strength. That is strength. I'm going to die, and I'll be back. But for you, you understand? But for you, brother, it's going to be hell to pay. You understand me? That's what this brother understood. And that's what all the other brothers understood too. And guess who else understood it? Their mother. Read on.
Come. Verse 15. Afterward, they brought the fifth also and mangled him. Verse 16. Then looked he unto the king and said, thou hast power over men. Thou art corruptible. Thou doest what thou wilt. Salakia. Yet think not that our nation is forsaken of the Most High.
Read that again. Let's break this one down. Read that again, and we're gonna take our time with this.
Come.
And try to visualize what is happening here in America today to the Lord's chosen people. Okay, right? Read it again for me.
Come. The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 7 and verse 16. Then looked he unto the king.
Now this brother looked at the king, right? He looked up his head and looking at the king, brother, with strength, okay? Not willing to bow his head, not understanding he hasn't been torn down by America yet, or by this king yet, you understand? And guess what he mustered up the energy and strength to say? Read.
Come. And said, thou hast power over men. Thou art corruptible. Thou doest what thou wilt.
You are corruptible. And because you are corruptible, you're doing what you want to do. You understand? You are building and destroying black people all across this earth today.
Right.
Your cops are running into neighborhoods and killing innocent children. You understand? Tamir Rice, Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin. All these people we are losing every single day because guess what? We are dealing with evil men. You understand? That's what this is, right? Read on.
Come. Yet think not.
But yet they do what?
Yet think not.
They think not. They don't think that what will happen?
That our nation is forsaken of God.
Our nation is not forsaken of God.
Right.
Our nation is not forsaken of God. How do I know that today? Y'all go ahead, brother. How do I know that our nation is not forsaken of God today? Because we're here.
Damn right.
Because we are here. Because these candlesticks are burning, meaning we are living under the ordinances of Israel. You understand me? That's how I know. And because I know that the Lord is still alive, that this devil, he's going to pay for what he's done to the people. He's going to pay for what he's done to the Lord chosen people. All the crack babies that ever been born in America, guess what? The oppressor has to pay for them. You understand me? All the children who never knew their fathers, guess what? The oppressor is going to pay for it. Any hurt or turmoil that has been caused by your oppressor, guess what? He's going to have to pay for it. That's why I know the Lord is not forsaking the children of Israel.
That's right.
That's how I know. Because this day is soon approaching us. If you don't believe me, 2 months ago, you couldn't go outside without wearing a mask, a head covering, glasses, 4 pair of tennis shoes, a sweater, and a gaiter, and a full trench coat. You understand me? You couldn't be around anyone if it sneezed the wrong goddamn way. That's the Lord allowing these things to happen. Guess what else he can allow to happen? We'll find out if we're obedient to what he asks us to do. If we would stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster.
That's right.
And guess what? Who else would find out? Our oppressor will soon find out that there is a people that the Lord is certainly looking out for. His chosen people. You understand me? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. Read on.
Come. Verse 17. But abide a while.
But what?
But abide a while.
Just wait a little while. Stick around. Just wait a little bit, type of one. Come on.
And behold his great power, how he will torment thee and thy seed.
Now what?
How he will torment thee and thy seed.
See, while this brother was being punished, him and his family, he understood that, guess what? This was just a little bit, a little time that he was going through these things. But this brother also understood that, guess what? The thing that was happening to him, the oppressor was going to receive the same goddamn treatment.
That's right.
Not only him, but who else?
His children.
His who?
His children.
His children.
That's right.
His children. So that's why you should fight.
Damn right.
That's why you should be obedient. Because if you do so, then guess what? Everything that you ever encountered in your life, guess what? Your oppressor is going to pay for it. Prove yourself worthy for a Lord that's going to fight for you. Prove yourself worthy. I dare you to try it. I dare you. Read on, brother.
Come. Verse 18. After him also they brought the sixth, who being ready to die said, be not deceived without cause. For we suffer these things for ourselves, having sinned against our power.
Right. This brother know that we forsook our law, statutes, and commandments, right? That he understood this is how we ended up in this situation that we were living in right then and there. He understood because of it, we was being tormented by the oppressor or the king at this time. Read on.
Come. Therefore, marvelous things are done unto us. Verse 19. But think not thou that takest in hand to strive against the Most High, that thou shalt escape unpunished.
Thou shalt not escape what?
Slakia, but think not thou that takest in hand to strive against the Most High, that thou shalt escape unpunished.
Give me a little volume on that thing that one.
Yeah, on my mic. Come on. Slakia, sir.
See, check this out. So oftentimes we deal with things, and the oppressor that we deal with doesn't think he's ever going to pay for these things that are in this Bible. You understand? He doesn't ever think that he's going to pay for all the crack that ever entered into the neighborhoods.
Right.
He doesn't think he's ever going to pay for all the atrocities that he's done to the Lord chosen people.
Right.
He think that he's never going to pay for what he's done to the native Indians that was here. He's always going to get away with it. But this scripture says what? It says otherwise.
Come.
Read that bottom part for me.
Come. But think not thou that takest in hand to strive against the Most High.
So they don't understand that you think you're going against us. You think you're going against us when you kill us the way you do or you treat us the way you do. You're not going against us. You're going against the Most High, man.
That's right.
You're going against God, man. Have you lost your mind? Read on.
That thou shalt escape unpunished.
And because he does not understand that, he thinks he's going to escape being what? Unpunished.
Right.
Brother, I know what you did to my other brothers.
Right.
I seen we seen when you cut their hands
right.
off. I seen when you cut their tongue out.
Right.
I know what you did when you put them in the frying pan. But guess what? It should be unpunished. Read on.
Come. But the mother was marvelous above all.
But the mother was what?
Marvelous above all.
You got to think about this. This woman and her children that was there. These brothers are dying, right? And guess what? The Bible still recognizes his sister as being what? More marvelous than the brothers. More marvelous than her sons.
Right.
And it's going to show you why she was considered to be more marvelous than her sons. Even though they were being cut, tongue cut out, arms being cut out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And thrown into the cauldron or a frying pan. Read on.
And worthy of honorable memory.
And that's what we're reading about today.
That's right.
That's why we're reading this story. Because what? It is a honorable memory.
That's
correct?
Right. Come.
Read on.
For when she saw her 7 sons slain within the space of one day, she bare it with a good courage.
Did she bear it with what?
With a good courage.
Come on.
Because of the hope that she had in the Lord.
Because of the hope she has where?
In the Lord.
So think about this. All the things that you go through as a people, everything that you ever done with, you should have hope in the Most High, man. So guess what? That you understanding that hope, that you understand that guess what? This is not going to last always. That's right. It's hard to fathom like there will be no more ghettos. You understand me? These things are going to pass over a period of time. Bear with us. You understand? Just fight. Don't give up. Find a reason to be obedient to the Lord, right? And that's what this is tonight. That's what we're celebrating. These brothers and sisters found a reason to celebrate. I don't need this goddamn mic, bro. I don't need this mic because I want to cut up. But what you want me to do?
Just pause if you could. Just put it back in there. But they won't be able to hear you.
They won't. Can y'all hear me?
No, they can hear you, but online they won't be able to hear you as well. Yeah, if you can just put it back in there and then you good. You tawab from there, sir.
I knocked it off this damn thing, bro. So, I'm prepared for war right now. You
Cons, I understand.
I smell the food. I want to get to it.
Con. Right there's tawab, sir.
It's right here. It's good.
Yeah.
All right.
He don't want to hold the mic. You want the wireless joint?
Nah. I want to talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the mic on, turn the volume on that so they gonna hear you loud and clear.
Oh, let me see the mic, dude. Let's do it.
Okay.
Because once y'all start smacking, I'm not gonna be able to hear myself up here. I know how we do. Once we start eating, there we go. Most High in Christ. Mm-hmm. There we go. Most High in Christ. I just felt like I couldn't hear myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, read it again, Thought Boy.
Salaki, sir.
21.
Count. Verse 21. Yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language.
She spoke to each and every last one of her sons in their own language. You know what I'm saying? She went to each and every last one of them saying what? Good job.
Right.
Keep up the good work. Son, I am so proud of you.
Right.
I know you're dealing with pain, but just deal with it for just a little while. You understand me? Just keep fighting. That's what she said to her sons, okay? Read on, brother.
Come. Filled with courageous spirits and stirring up her womanish thoughts.
Now, what are womanish thoughts? Somebody tell me what a womanish thoughts is. Come on, sis. So, you want to... You too hard, brother. The water. What are womanish thoughts? In this situation, what would I'm too hard. What would be a womanish thought in this situation? Think about this. A mother that is seeing her children being murdered. You know what I'm saying? Thrown in the pan and being tongues cut out. What are womanish thoughts? What would go through your head as a woman that raised a child up? Come on. Right? It's this compassion that all women have for children. Right? It's this thing like a woman could damn near turn into a supernatural hero if she sees something happening to her children. You understand me? She's seeing that her children are going through this pain, this torment. Those are womanish thoughts, okay? Read on.
Come. Salaki. And stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach, she said unto them.
Hold on, Salaki. Hey, do me a favor, Baba Kashaw. With the sisters that are serving, I only need 2 servers at the most back there, okay, Baba Kashaw? Just 2 servers. Let's try to take a seat, get the food. Let's sit down and let's focus on the celebration, okay? Don't let it be just about the food. All right, grab your food, sit down so we can get through this thing, all right? Come on, Tabo.
Come, sir. Salaki, sir.
Womanish thoughts.
Come. And stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach.
With a what?
With a manly stomach.
With a manly stomach, meaning what? What does it mean to have a manly stomach? Come on, Sadat.
I'm going to go ahead and just jump out and say with a strong stomach, sir.
Right. What else? She's seeing all of this that is taking place to her children. Right? Going on with her children. And she's having to deal with womanish thoughts. Like the thing that women show to their children. She's showing compassion to her children. Yet she what? Read that again.
Come. Salaki, and stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. She said unto them.
And to them in her what? Manly stomach, meaning what? Come on. And she's seen them like what? As soldiers. She's seen them as soldiers. she didn't see them as little babies that she birthed. You understand me? She didn't see them as little children that can't fend for themselves. She's seen them as soldiers that's saying, let's go. This is a battle, and I'm ready to die to prove myself. You understand? That's how she's seen them. And guess what she said after she's seen them like that? Read on.
2. I cannot tell how ye came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life. Neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you.
Come on.
Verse 23. But doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man, and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again.
She spoke to them like soldiers.
That's
right. I had nothing to do with y'all. You understand? Right. I only have you because the Lord allowed me to have you. You understand?
That's right.
She understood that about her sons. She didn't look at them as, she didn't carry that womanish thing. She put that away, and she gave her sons the courage that they needed in that time, right? That is what we're supposed to do.
Damn right.
Sometimes we're so afraid of our oppressors, we're willing to do anything just to get along with him. This sister understood that, and she said, be a soldier today, son.
That's right.
Because it's not because of me. It's the Most High as to why we're here today.
That's right.
Prove yourself.
Damn right.
Read on, brother.
Come. As ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake.
You didn't do what?
As ye now regard not your own selves.
Not your own self. You didn't think about yourselves for what?
For his law's sake.
For the Most High law's sake. You didn't think about just because you was hungry. You didn't think about the pain you may was about to receive. Why? Because you did it for the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
You did it to prove yourself to the Most High. You understand? Read on.
Now Antiochus, thinking himself despised, and suspecting it to be a reproachful speech, whilst the youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oaths.
With what?
With oaths.
Now, because at this time, you got to think about all the people are around and watching this thing take place. And they're saying, damn, Antiochus, man, you hell in these streets, man. You hell in these streets. And people are going to think like, damn, you going to kill the whole family? At least you can do something right, correct? And guess what he tried to do? He gave him what?
Salakia, sir.
Come on, brother.
Salakia. Now Antiochus, thinking himself despised, and suspecting it to be a reproachful speech, whilst the youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oaths, that he would make him both a rich and a happy man.
So what are you trying to do? He trying to bribe this young man, right? He trying to convince him that, guess what, man, just eat the pork, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll make you rich. And isn't that what they do in America today? Right. Isn't that what they do in America? Just bounce the basketball, man. You'll be okay, right? Read on.
If he would turn from the laws of his fathers.
That he do what?
If he would turn from the laws of his fathers.
Man, you can be rich in America if you stop, you know what I'm saying, just to get along with America. You can get rich.
Yeah, right.
You can get rich. Remember, just think about it like this. There is a sister right now who is willing to take off her clothes to do what? To get on television. There's a sister somewhere who's willing to make a song that publicizes her sexuality to do what? For $1, man. There is a brother somewhere who's willing to kill his brother for what? $1, man. Somebody right now is trying to find that 30-round clip. Because of a street corner that does not belong to them.
Right.
Somebody was short.
Damn.
You ran off on the plug. That's what this is. That's what this is. And in this time, guess what? These brothers didn't want to do it. They just didn't want to eat pork. Right. This is what this is about. Pork, man. Read on, Thabo.
And that also he would take him for his friend.
For what?
For his friend.
Isn't that what they say? Ain't that what they always say? We're going to be friends to the end. Just eat this pork.
Right.
Let's have this birthday party. Just come out and vote.
Right.
What about Thanksgiving? and Christmas, right? You can be friends, but you have to do what I asked you to do. This goes back into what we talked about earlier. Our people in the conditions that we're in because we want to be a part of it. And guess what? This king was offering it to this fellow.
Right.
In the same way. He said, I'll make you rich. I'll even let you come to my house. You can play with my toys. Right? I ain't gonna go there. Let's keep going. Let's keep it PG. Let's go, brother.
And trust him with affairs.
And do what?
And trust him with affairs.
I even let you be my accountant. I'll let you see the money that I make, right? That's America. That's America. Right? Read on.
Verse 25. But when the young man would in no case hearken unto him.
He did what? The young man didn't even want to listen to him. Let's see what the young man said. Read on.
The king called his mother and exhorted her that she would counsel the young man to save his life.
What does this mean? Somebody, no, I want a sister to answer this. Read that again.
Come on. But when the young man would in no case hearken unto him, the king called his mother and exhorted her that she would counsel the young man.
What is the king asking the mother to do? Come on, sis. Come on. Imagine this. He ain't gonna do it. Come here. Go talk to your son. Go talk to him. He about to die for. Go talk to your son. A mother would try to convince her son to not die, right? Let's see what this mother did. Read on.
Salakia, and exhorted her that she would counsel the young man to save his life.
So he trying to big her up, like go save your son.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just go talk to the young man, like the sister said. Read on.
And when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son.
So after he done bigged her up, she was like, "Yeah, I go talk to him. Yeah, I promise I go holler at him, make sure he's straight." All right, that's what the sister said. Read on.
But she bowing herself toward him.
Now she bowed down towards her son, and guess what she said?
Laughing.
She did what?
Laughing.
She is laughing out of her mind. While she told the king, "Yeah, I go talk to him," she is what?
Laughing. The cruel tyrant to scorn.
Oh, you such a dummy.
Right.
What you think I'm gonna tell my son to eat this pork?
Right. That's right.
Such a strong sister, man.
Damn right.
She is what? She's marvelous.
That's right.
You understand me? That's a sister, man. Read on.
Come. Spake in her country language.
She spoke in what?
In her country language.
In her native tongue. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah.
Damn right.
You understand me? She's talking to her son in our native tongue. We don't know that much today, okay? Read on.
On this manner, O my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb.
Right.
And gave thee suck 3 years and nourished thee and brought thee up unto this age and endured the troubles of education.
The troubles of what?
The troubles of education.
What are the troubles of education? This woman is talking to her son, right? Look, man, she's talking to him. I done brought you up since a child.
Come.
I done endured all of this, right? Even all the way up until this moment, even through your troubles of education. What are the troubles of education? Let me show you how this is talking about us. The Bible is for the blacks, Hispanics, Native Indian. If you have not figured it out yet, it's for us. This speaks volumes to how niggas conduct themselves in their home.
Right.
If you don't believe me, I have children that I cannot help with their damn homework.
Right.
Don't bring that to me over here. I don't know nothing about no arithmetic. You understand me? I'll do good just with your goddamn alphabet. After that, you are in trouble. You understand me? 1 + 1 is 36. I promise it is. But guess what? This sister is telling her son that, right? I brought you up through education. And anybody knows education for the family on the young men is hell on sisters, man.
God.
Little boys don't want to do no damn homework, man.
Right.
How you spell your name? Run. R-U-N. You such a little dummy. You know what I'm saying? Read on, brother.
And endured the troubles of education. I beseech thee, my son.
I beg of you, my son. Come on.
Look upon the heaven and the earth.
There you go.
and all that is therein, and consider that the Most High made them of things that were not, and so was mankind made likewise. Verse 29, fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren.
Be worthy of your brother. Be worthy of the brother that is next to you. Be worthy. The brothers that are sitting here today, be worthy that you're sitting in here. Be worthy to sit next to the brother that's sitting next to you. It's a righteous thing to do. It's so righteous, right? Read on.
Come. But being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death.
Take what?
Take thy death.
Come on, man. This sister is convincing her son to die like a man, the same way his brothers died. Okay, and if he does that, it's considered to be what? What? Right, machine right there. Righteous or what else? What's the word I'm looking for? Come on. La'ah. What I'm looking for. Come on up. It'll be honorable, but it's the word we just went over. Come on. La'ah. Come on. La'ah. You take this death, it'll consider to be worthy.
That's right.
Be worth it.
Right.
You understand? Come on.
Come. Take thy death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren. With thy brethren. While she was yet speaking, Salakia, these words, the young man said.
Hold on, Salakia, where we at? What verse that is?
Verse 30.
30. Come on, read again.
Come. The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 7 and verse 30. While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for?
While she's doing all this damn talking, trying to convince her son, like, yeah, son, you be ready to die. Be worthy of death. The young man looks and says, let's get it on.
That's right.
What are we waiting for? You understand me? Let's do it.
Right.
I'm late for the party.
That's right.
Read on.
Whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandment.
That's right. Come on.
But I will obey the commandment of the law.
I will do what?
But I will obey the commandment of the law.
Come on.
That was given unto our fathers by Moses.
That's right, man. Read on.
Come. Verse 31. And thou, that has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews.
Against who?
Salakia, against the Hebrews.
Right.
Shall not escape the hands of the Most High.
You gotta think about everything that you've ever gone through. It's had all been at the mischief of the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Against who? The Lord's chosen people. The Hebrews, right? Read on.
Come. Verse 32. For we suffer because of our sins.
We did what?
For we suffer because of our sins.
That's right. Come on.
And though the living Lord be angry with us a little while for our chastening and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servants.
Even though this is taking place, the Lord is not pleased. You know what I'm saying? He's not happy with this. Therefore, that's how we ended up in the situation that we was in. We've been punished for that. As to why they ended up underneath the Greeks in the first damn place, all right? And the Lord chastised us for that. Read on.
Verse 34. But
you, come on.
O godless man.
O wicked man, come on.
And of all other most wicked, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes.
See, what the hell you so proud for?
Right.
What you proud for? You ain't done nothing special, right? Read on.
Come. Lifting up thy hand against the servants of the Most High. For thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of the almighty power.
That's right. Come on.
Who seeth all things.
The Most High sees all things. You understand me? The Most High sees the guns that are dropped off in the alley in Chicago. You understand me? The Most High sees the games that they play when they ask you to go out and vote. You understand me? The Most High sees all the atrocity that we face day in and day out. The Most High sees it, even though the oppressor thinks that he's getting away with it. Even though he think he'll never be punished for it. We serve a God who sees all, right?
That's right.
That's who we serve. Figure out what you're fighting for. Come on.
For our brethren who now have suffered a short pain.
A what?
A short pain.
A what?
A short pain.
Even though they had their tongues cut out, it was a what?
A short pain.
Even though they had their fingers cut off, it was what?
A short pain.
Even though he fried them in the frying pans, it was what?
A short pain.
It was just a short pain. You understand me? It was just a short pain. Short pain. Read on.
Are dead under God's covenant of everlasting life. But thou, through the judgment of the Most High,
right,
shalt receive just punishment for thy pride.
For his what?
For thy pride.
Ain't the devil always a prideful bastard? Pride. Very proud. Because what? He think he's never going to fall. He think his kingdom is going to reign forever. But we know that to be a lie according to the Bible, man. 8:45. Come on.
Come on.
Run through this.
Verse 37. But I, as my brethren, offer up my body and life for the laws of our fathers, beseeching the Most High that he would speedily be merciful unto our nation, and that thou by torments and plagues mayest confess that he alone is the Most High.
By his torments and what?
And that thou by torments and plagues mayest confess that he alone is the Most High.
Come on, man. Y'all see what's going on with coronavirus, right? Well, they wandering around trying to figure out, did it come from Wuhan? I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The Most High did it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? God did it. Because the Bible says, he's what he say. He said, I kill, right? So you worry about all the goddamn things that are going on in the earth. Just know that the Lord done it.
Damn right.
Stop thinking about it. Make it easy for yourself. Stop trying to weasel out of every little goddamn thing that comes your way. Deal with it. Because guess what? Just know if you're going through something, the Lord is allowing it to happen to you.
That's right.
Either one or two things are happening. You know what I'm saying? It's a trial or a blessing when it comes from the Most High. Stop guessing about it. Know what it is. And guess what? Because of the pride of our oppressor, he's going to get his just due too.
Damn right.
Just know that.
Damn right.
Come on.
Come. And that in me and my brethren, the wrath of the Almighty, which is justly brought upon our nation, may cease. Verse 39. Then the king, being in a rage.
The king was in a rage after this young man spoke to him. This is a young fellow straight cutting the hell out of the king, man. Putting him in his place as he should be, a heathen. That's how we should treat them, with our foot on their goddamn necks, man.
That's right.
And that's how we should talk to them. Stop being afraid of somebody who's a faggot. I'm Salakia. Who does not deserve that. You understand me? Stop giving your strength over to somebody who is a murderer. You understand? It don't make any damn sense. Have the strength that you're supposed to have in understanding that we serve a God who will fight for you. But give him a reason to. I dare you to give him a reason to. Read on, brother.
Then the king, being in a rage, handed him worse than all the rest.
He did what?
Handed him worse than all the rest.
Man, this young fellow got dealt with harder than all of his brothers, man. Read on.
Come on. And took it grievously that he was mocked. So this man died undefiled.
This young man did what?
Died undefiled.
What does this mean? He died undefiled. Come on to that. Give him a hand. He died just like his brothers did. You understand? Undefiled. Read on.
And put his whole trust in the Lord.
That's right.
Last of all, after the sons, the mother died.
After they killed all of her sons, guess what they did? They killed the mother, man. But it's a righteous thing to die that way. We understand if you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and if you happen to lose your life, then Most High in Christ. You understand? It is an honorable thing to die and serving the Lord and keeping His law, statutes, and commandments. You understand me? And tonight we remember the 7 boys and their mother. We remember these things that are happening because guess what? In America, we don't even know who invented the stoplight. We don't know who invented the refrigerator. We're not allowed to have self-esteem in America. You understand me? But if we look in the scripture, there are tons of stories of our brothers and sisters who had courage, just like these brothers and his mothers, and they fought. They got it on. You understand me? And tonight we celebrate that. While America wants you to forget about your history and your heritage and where you come from, the ISUPK, we do not. You understand me? Under Commanding General Yohana, we understand and we push it every single chance that we get that you are the greatest people on the face of the earth.
That's right.
That's who you are.
Damn right.
The Lord's chosen people.
Damn right.
And it's time for us to live like it.
That's right.
And this story represents that. All right? Where we at, Top One? Let's get
last
out
verse, sir, in this part.
Come on.
Verse 42. Let this be enough.
Let this what?
Be enough.
Come on.
Now to have spoken concerning the idolatrous feast and the extreme torture.
Now let me ask you a question. Is this enough for us to not eat pork? Is it enough? Is it enough that we not sell crack to each other? Is it enough that we not abort our children? This should be a goddamn enough, man.
That's right.
You see that these brothers and sisters died for what? Pork? It should be enough. This story should be enough for you to never look at a ham sandwich ever again in your life. You should be disgusted when you think about Porky Pig, Applewood smoked bacon. You should be looking at it like as disgust. Just like weed, marijuana, all the different vices that our people think of are good things in the earth. Look at it the same way. Let this story be enough to stop pushing the bull crap that America wants from you. The WAP. You understand? I ain't gonna get into that tonight, but we can move on. Where we going, Thought Boy?
I believe we're going to talking about Mattathias. First Maccabees 2. 2:15. Count.
We start 15.
Count, sir. That's basically when they tried to get Mattathias to break the law, and he had to end up. I mean, we can go a little over the time if you want, sir. Okay.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Everybody to what? Y'all good? Y'all good food? The food good? Everybody good? Right. Y'all ain't saying that. It must be good. You know, niggas stop talking when they smacking, but we don't say nothing. Just chewing. You know what I'm saying?
First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 15, sir.
2:16.
Count. The book of First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 16. And when many of Israel came unto them, Mattathias also and his sons came together.
Right. Come on.
Then answered the king's officers.
Right.
And said to Mattathias on this wise, Thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man in this city, and strengthened with sons and brethren.
Y'all see what's going on, right? Mattathias was a man that was in charge, right, at the time, right? And go ahead. All right. Yeah, he was a popular, well-known, respected brother, you understand? He was about his business, about his father's business at that, right? And everybody knew this brother got down with the law, statutes, and the commandments, and so did his children. So this king went to Mattathias, correct? And guess what he's trying to get Mattathias to do? Bow down to him once again. Always trying to get the Lord's chosen people to be in servitude. Here's another story we're going to celebrate tonight and understanding what Mattathias did and who he was, okay? Read on.
Okay. Now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment.
Because he was the strongest and well known and kept the law, statutes, and commandments, just like everybody else, they said, well, you do it first.
Right.
You come and do it first. You be an example to everybody else, right? That's what they normally do. Guess who's willing to bow down so goddamn fast without even being asked to? Our Christian pastors, right? The leaders that they talk about supposed to be in charge of the black community. Those black leaders, you know who would go and do it? Your Al Sharpness would go and do it. Your Jesse Jackson would go and do it. MLK, Orgy Mike would be down doing it. You understand me? But let's see what Mattathias did. Come on.
Like as all the heathen have done.
Right, like all the other nations have done.
Right.
Bow down to the king, right? Read on.
Yea, and the men of Judah also.
And the men of Judah, come on.
and such as remain at Jerusalem.
Come on.
So shalt thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friends.
Right. So if you do this, you will be a what? Among the king's friend. Once again, just like they said to the young boy, right? And guess what he said?
Okay.
Right? Read on.
And thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold.
So not only will I make you rich, I'll make who? Your children rich as well. Right? That's what the story is going into. Let's see what Mattathias did.
Con. And many rewards.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 19. Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice. Though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him.
Though all the other nations that you asked to sit down and obey you, guess what Mattathias did? Come on.
And fall away. Everyone from the religion of their fathers.
From what? The law, statutes, and commandments that our father gave us. You understand me? Read on.
And give consent to his commandments.
To fall up under the king. Read on.
Yet will I and my sons.
Will who?
Will I and my sons.
Read on.
And my brethren.
That's right.
Walk in the covenant of our fathers.
They're going to walk in the covenant of their fathers. What is he saying? I'm not following you. I already know what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's right.
Because my father taught me what I was supposed to be doing. Why should I bow down to you? Right? Read on.
Come. Verse 21. God forbid.
God does what?
God forbid.
God forbid. Come on.
That we should forsake the law and the ordinances.
The law and the ordinances. The laws and the rules that was given to Israel. Read on.
Come. Verse 22. We will not hearken to the king's words.
We won't break our culture. We won't. We won't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. We're going to keep our culture, right? Read on.
To go from our religion. Either on the right hand. Or the left.
Right. Narrow is the gate, right?
That's right.
Read on.
Now, when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews.
Now, Mattathias said this, right? Imagine this story, right? Mattathias is talking trash to the king. Said, man, I ain't about all that. He talking to the guy who come to. We're not doing that. Right. We're not going against the Lord. We're going to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, right? And him saying that what?
Now, when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews.
That came one of the Jews. One nigga came up and did what?
In the sight of all.
In the sight of all to do what?
To sacrifice on the altar which was at Modin.
Now, imagine Mattathias is no, go ahead and read the next verse. I'm put it all together.
Sir. According to the king's commandment. Verse 24. Which thing, when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal. And his reins trembled.
And his what?
His reins trembled.
What are reins? No, I'm giving you that. What are reins? Come on now. Baba Kashaw. The reins.
It's like, does anybody know where the other mic is? No sweat. The what? You get it, sir. So make sure they can pass.
Oh, okay. Is it on?
Just turn it on.
It's on, y'all.
All right. So, what'd you say again, brother?
The reins, it's what controls the horse.
Right. The reins are things that control the horse, right? Read on.
Okay. Salakia. And his reins trembled. Neither could he forbear to show his anger according to judgment.
Now, what is this saying? Let's put all of it together. Think about what was said in the story. What is going on here? Anybody? You want to answer? Come on, brother. Let's get it. I'll rock with you. Come on. Let's get it.
I was just gonna say, sir. At the moment that this brother is saying, we're not gonna break the commandments of the Most High, the Lord, statutes, and commandments. We're not gonna forsake the law of our fathers. Literally, a coon comes out of nowhere, and it's like a coon comes out of nowhere. It's like, I'll do it. And Mattathias sees it, and like he's so upset, like he's so vexed, like he's holding the reins of his horse, and he's like trembling with anger. He can't even like stop them from being able to see how mad he is. He can't even, you know what I mean, like hold it back. That's how upset he is. Salakia.
And think about this. Just to fast forward, This is what we do. When we say don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, and you see your mother eating it. And you want to be like, you want to damn near slap it out of her hand. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of vibe. When you're trying to do all the things that are right, think about this, a Christmas gift. You teaching your children we don't celebrate Christmas. And your grandparents do what? They wrap up a gift and try to hand it to your kids. And inside you are boiling. You are 38 hot. You are to the 56 power. You understand? You up there. This is what is happening. Mattathias was pissed off that he was saying, I'm not going to do this for this king. But guess what? There is a Negro somewhere who is willing to lick the sweat from the white man.
Right.
You understand? And he was prepared to do it. That's why Mattathias was so upset. Read on.
Come on. Neither could he forbear to show his anger according to judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar.
He did what?
He ran and slew him upon the altar.
Man, give Mattathias a hand, man. Come on.
Come. Also the king's commissioner, who compelled men to sacrifice.
Not only did he kill the man that tried to sacrifice, he killed the king commissioner that even approached him. You understand? Can anybody tell me why did Mattathias do this? Why did Mattathias kill that man? Come on.
I'd like to say because he's a traitor to his nation.
Pass me that mic, sir. Oh, yeah, he's passed it. Off the water, sir.
Current, yeah, he was a traitor to his nation, but what else? Come on, sis. You right. You want it? Come on, Jeremiah.
Salagi, because he didn't want the rest of the nation to get plagued by that cowardness, to see him do that and then to follow after his example.
Right. All of y'all are on it, right? But let me sum it all up. In this moment, for a revolution to happen, sometimes you're going to have to become an enemy to somebody. You understand? That's the truth about all of it, right? Mattathias was making enemies were the people who wanted to serve the Lord and the ones who did not want to serve the Lord, even if it meant his own people, right? The scripture said what? Foes shall beware. In their what? In your own household, right? There's also scripture, you paraphrasing, right? Also says what? I didn't come for peace. I came for what? To do what? With a sword for what? For what? What is the sword for? Come on. Come on, y'all give it to me. The what? Right, division. Mattathias was making it known that guess what? I'm not with this nigga. You understand me? He may bow down to you, but I will never. You understand me? He may eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, but I will never. You understand me? He may celebrate Christmas, but I will never. He may forget about his brothers, but I will never. That was Mattathias. He made it perfectly clear. If there was any question in the room, I think killing that man made it, everybody knew. Could you have guessed? You know what I'm saying? Were you trying to figure out what he was going to do? He showed you what he was going to do. All right? That's Mattathias. That's right. That's it on that?
I believe so, sir.
Where we going to next?
I'm not sure we go after this.
You don't know where we're going after that?
Not after this particular part, sir. Like we might want to go to chapter 4.
We're going to do that. We got a little time. Let's do his son. Let's do Judas. Judas the Maccabees, right? That's what we're here for, right? We're talking about warriors, right? We're talking about marvelous people, right? This is a celebration, correct?
Right.
Come on, let's get it on then. What you waiting on? You got your drink? You ain't got no drink, do you? Good. I got you. Don't worry about it. You are good to go. Most High in Christ.
So we want to go out of 1?
3 and 1.
3 and 1?
First Mac, 3 and 1.
Count, sir. It's lucky. This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 3, and verse 1.
Come on.
Then his son Judas, called Maccabeus, rose up in his stead.
Now, after a period of time, just like we said, After this happened, Mattathias caused a division or a separation. And guess what? It was made perfectly clear that guess what? The war was on. And that's what happened years and years and years. And Mattathias died. So in his death, guess who stood up? His son, Judas, right? And we're going to read about what this brother did as well. Come on.
Come. And all his brethren helped him. And so did all they that held with his father.
They did what? Held with who?
And so did all they that held with his father.
So these brothers stood up with his father as well, right? They stuck with the same brothers who ran with his fathers did this, and supported his son. All right, read on.
And they fought with cheerfulness.
They did what?
They fought with cheerfulness.
They fought with what?
Cheerfulness.
No, they whined and complained.
And they fought with cheerfulness.
They was always trying to get out of something.
And they fought with cheerfulness.
They was making excuses.
And they fought with cheerfulness.
Because they fought with cheerfulness, they were what? If you're fighting for cheerfulness in the ISUPK, what are you today? What are you today? If you're fighting for cheerfulness today, what are you? Come on. But that's not what I want. That's what I want, but ain't what I want. I want something else. Come on. You worthy? What else? It can't be number one word. Come on. Come on. You're one West. That's right. You one West. What else can you be? What else can you be? Are you going to sit around and complain all day? That's not what One West, that's not what we do. We don't complain. We do what we're asked to do. You understand me? You go to camp, it's cold, your knees hurting, your back hurting, you're sweating, you're the only reader. Guess what you do? You're not complaining, you're doing it what? Cheerfully. And to do that, that is One West. Because guess what? The men before you, they've done it. And guess what? You got to go through the same lane, brother. Sis, you have to support your husband when they're going out doing his work. What you complaining for? This is a man that is willing to die for you. You understand me? This is a man that if someone kicks in the door, are you going to get up and go and see what the noise is? Or are you going to nudge him? Hey, soldier, it's your time. Let me see what you got, daddy. Huh? I'm just saying, right? That's what required, right? If you're going to lay down your life for your real, right? Be that. Be that and do it cheerfully. If you're going to lay down your life for your nation, do it cheerfully. The scriptures say he that loses life shall what? Shall gain it, man. That old person you used to be, brother, the hell with him. This new life that I have, I'm going to live this life and I'm going to do it cheerfully. You understand? Same thing with my sisters. The life you used to live, guess what? You're going to put down that life, and the life you're going to gain, you're going to do it cheerfully, okay? Learn how to do it. Learn how to serve the Lord the right way. Even though I know a dress may look good. You like something that look good, like this look good on me. You learn like maybe this may not be the right thing for me to wear. And do it cheerfully. Don't complain. You understand? I want to show off my curve. No, you don't. Don't show nothing. Show it to me later. I want to see it later. It's not for every brother to see it. You understand me? And do it cheerfully, right? That's what is happening right here. The same brothers fought for Mattathias. They were fighting for who? Judas, the Maccabees, and they did it cheerfully, correct? Read on.
And they fought with cheerfulness the battle of Israel.
Come on.
So he gat his people great honor and put on a breastplate as a giant and girt his warlike harness.
That's right.
About him. And he made battles, protecting the host with his sword.
Protecting the what?
Protecting the host with his sword.
What is the host? Come on. The army. He protected the army with his sword, okay? Read on.
In his acts, he was like a lion.
He was like a what?
Like a lion.
He was like a lion. In his actions, he was like a lion. He was a what? What's your word? He was a what? He was a warrior. You understand? With his actions, he was a warrior because he had something to fight for. Read on.
And like a lion's whelp, roaring for his prey. For he pursued the wicked.
He did what?
He pursued the wicked.
He just didn't sit back and wait for them to come to him. Brother, he went looking for trouble. Just like a lot of you brothers do today. You know what I'm saying? You're not sitting back waiting on somebody to attack you. You're out looking for the enemy. Read on.
Come on. And sought them out. And burnt up those that vexed his people.
Not only did he kill them, he burned them because they vexed his people. Read on.
Verse 6. Wherefore the wicked shrunk for fear of him. And all the workers of iniquity were troubled.
And all the workers of iniquity was troubled. All the sinners. They was afraid of Judas of Maccabees, man. This brother was not no easy feat. You understand me? He was hell. Read on.
Because salvation prospered in his hand.
Come on.
He grieved also many kings. And made Jacob glad with his acts. And his memorial.
And his what?
His memorial.
And his what?
His memorial.
And his what?
His memorial.
Read on.
Is blessed forever.
Forever. You understand me? Because he did these things, his memorial is blessed forever. You understand me? Once again, this shows you the value of having a warrior among you. You understand me? We started out earlier talking about our warriors are only what we consider to be basketball players. You understand? Or football players. But this is a warrior. And he sought out for the kill, man. Because he loved his people. Easy. Let's finish this thing out so we can get up out of here. Let's go.
Come on, sir. Yeah. We in verse 8, sir.
Let's drop that.
Drop that, sir. Come on. You want to go to 4?
Yep, 441.
Come on.
Everybody 12? Y'all good? Y'all 12 out there, right? All right. I don't see them heads hanging down.
Come.
Get charged up.
You said 41, sir?
Baba Kashaw.
Come. The book of 1 Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 41. Then Judas appointed certain men to fight against those that were in the fortress until he had cleansed the sanctuary.
Hold up, stop. Let's go to 52 first.
Come.
Let's go to 52.
Verse 52. Now on the 25th day of the 9th month.
On the what?
On the 25th day of the 9th month.
What is the 25th day? Who was that back there? You understand? Come on, bro. What you got?
It's the 25th day.
The 25th day. Read on.
Come. Of the 9th month. Which is called the month Casliu. In the 148th year.
So the on the 25th day of Casliu, right? What is Casliu? On the 25th day of Casliu, I'm gonna show you how powerful the Bible is, man. What is Casliu? Somebody give me Casliu. Oh man, I thought we would have had that one by now.
Casleu.
What is Casliu? Come on.
Says Casliu, the 9th month of the year, according to the biblical reckoning, and the 3rd month of the civil year, usually falling within November and December.
November and what?
And December.
November and what?
And December.
So it's December to what? Oh wow, we about to find out something tonight. It's December to what? The 25th of December. What is the 25th of December inside of America? It's what? It's what? So you understand that Christmas was going on back then. It's in the Bible. So you think it's something glorious that you putting up goddamn Christmas trees and presents? Nigga, they been doing this. You understand me? They been sinning against the Lord, man. It ain't nothing new. But let's find out what they was doing on this day, on the 25th of December. That's in the Apocrypha, right? Read on.
Come. Now on the 5th and now on the 25th day of the 9th month, which is called the month Casliu.
Okay.
In the 148th year, they rose up betimes in the morning.
They rose up in the morning many times. Come on.
And offered sacrifice.
They offered sacrifices. That's what they done on the 25th of December. Come on.
According to the law, upon the new altar of burnt offerings, which they had made. Look at what time and what day the heathen had profaned it.
Look at the time and the date that the heathen has profaned these things, man. This is what they've always done. And that's why the Lord is saying this, right? Oh, I missed something. Read on.
Even in that it was dedicated with songs.
It was what?
It was dedicated with songs.
It was dedicated with songs. Read on.
And citherns.
And so what are citherns? What are citherns? These are instruments, okay? With songs and instruments. Read on.
And harps.
Uh-huh.
And cymbals.
And drums. Y'all ain't put it together yet? Somebody put it together for me. What's going on? They striking up the band. But what are they saying? What is going on here? And they sacrificing. What are they doing? Come on, Quadam. Give me one of them songs that them Christian would be singing right now. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, oh deck the halls. And every brother I know, you will celebrate Christmas if you hear that Temptation song come on. That damn Temptation song come on. I don't know what it do. Y'all know the what is it? Oh, Silent Night, right? Yeah, y'all. That's it. That's it. You hear that damn old side? You ever heard that Temptation song? Boy, you knew it was Christmas when you heard that song. you knew it was on. You see the smile on your face, even though you wasn't getting a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? You just happy that the song was on. But guess what? They did this back in the day. Hey, y'all quiet down something in the back, Baba Kashaw? All right, the water. They did this on the 25th day back then. All right? It's nothing new under the sun. They've always done this. And they always tried to convince us that it was okay to do it. You should convince yourself to do like your father's done and keep the law, statutes, and commandments. That's what we're fighting for, okay? Now go back up to 41, and we're going to wrap this thing up.
Then Judas appointed certain men to fight against those that were in the fortress until he had cleansed the sanctuary.
Now, Judas would, like we said, Judas will kicking tail and taking names all across the nation, man. You understand? And in doing so, he still had some he needed to go and clean out of the temple, the place what we consider to be holy, okay? Come on.
So he chose priests of blameless conversation.
He chose who?
Priests of blameless conversation.
Did he choose Al Sharpton?
He chose priests of blameless conversation.
Do you think he would have chose Martin Luther King?
He chose priests of blameless conversation.
But he would have chose Barack Obama.
So he chose priests of blameless conversation.
Come on.
Such as had pleasure in the law.
Had pleasure in what? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand me? They took pleasure in being obedient to what thus says the Lord, man. You should smile once you see somebody like, oh, you gonna eat that? You know that could kill you, right? Oh, you about to smoke that right now, huh? Okay. No sweat. I take pleasure in correcting a brother to save his life, man.
That's right.
I take pleasure in correcting sisters to save their life.
Right.
Because I actually give a damn. You understand me? I see the value when no one else sees the value in us. You understand? And that's what we have to see in each other. You may not understand it because you hear me saying words like nigga and damn or shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? It can be a little aggressive, but that's what a good father would do for any child. I'm willing to be strong and stern to put everything in action as it should be. And sometimes we need it. We need it. Because sometimes, what does Scripture say? We're stubborn, stiff-necked people, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to put us in action, put us in the right way because we're so stubborn, correct? Read on, brother.
Come on. Who cleansed the sanctuary.
They did what?
Cleansed the sanctuary.
That's what this is. Because of all the war that has taken place and all the things we went through, that was a time where the things that we considered to be holy and belong to us, because of our disobedience, all those things were taken away from us. All those things were destroyed. You understand? And guess what? Because of the thing that Judas was doing, he chose to make everything back right. He chose to do what? To rededicate it. And that's what this feast represents. We are rededicating everything that what Judas was doing. He was rededicating the temple and the sacrifice stages back to the Most High. That's what we're doing tonight. All right? Read on.
Salakia. and bear out the defiled stones into an unclean place.
Come on.
And when, as they consulted what to do with the altar of burnt offerings, which was profaned, they thought it best to pull it down, lest it should be a reproach to them, because the heathen had defiled it.
Because the heathen had done what?
Defiled it.
That's what we just said, right? We said that this is the rededication because what? The heathen had defiled the things that were where? In the temple, correct? Read on.
Come on. Wherefore they pulled it down.
They did what?
They pulled it down.
They pulled those things down. Read on.
And laid up the stones in the mountain of the temple in a convenient place, until there should come a prophet to show what should be done with them.
Come on.
Then they took whole stones according to the law, and built a new altar.
They did what?
And built a new altar.
They did what?
And built a new altar.
They built a new altar, man. Because the old one was defiled. You understand me? Because they were sacrificing abominable things on the altar. They was eating pork in the temple. You understand? They were sacrificing pigs in the temple.
Right.
Because guess what? We wanted to live like the heathens. But Mattathias and his son chose otherwise,
That's
man.
right.
And they fought and they rededicated the temple back to the Most High. And guess what they did? They rebuilt it. They rebuilt it and they fought for their people when nobody else would.
That's right.
When everybody else wanted to join with the heathen. That's what we're doing in the ISUPK.
That's right.
Brother by brother, sister by sister, child by child, man. That's what we are doing. That's what your life represents. Everything that you learn in class, take it to the streets. Take it to your home. And guess what? You can begin to rebuild us as a nation of people. Just like Mattathias did. Just like Judas did. Because he understood the value of what his fathers gave him. We no longer understand the value of what our fathers gave to us. Because the things that they gave to us was pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Was Christmas and Thanksgiving, 4th of July. Well, the thing that brothers and sisters are going to give their children in here is eternal life, man. Everlasting life. You understand me? Because you understand the importance of being a brother and a sister.
That's right.
Right? Rededicate yourself. You know what I'm saying? The feast of dedication. Come on, let's finish this thing out.
Come on, sir.
Being silly, man.
Salaki, sir. Verse 47. They took whole stones according to the law and built a new altar according to the former, and made up the sanctuary and the things that were within the temple, and hollowed the courts. They made also new holy vessels.
Come on.
And into the temple they brought the candlestick.
The what?
The candlestick.
So they brought the candlestick as to why we're seeing this right here tonight.
Right.
This is what this is. At one point, they carried out our candles. What were these things used for back in the old days? May I say, what were the menorah used for in a temple? Come on,
Something simple like just the light.
just the lights, but it's still glorious. The heathen don't consider how precious and glorious this is. They don't even know what it means. It has no value to them, but to you, it's everything. It's everything to you. The law to them is nothing, but to you, it's life. It's everything. You understand me? Being obedient is nothing to them, but being obedient is everything to you. It's everything. Because the pain and the hurt that comes with our disobedience, we read about it. We read about our obedience. It costs too much for us to be disobedient, man. It costs too much. Go back and read Deuteronomy 28. It costs too much. The price of sin is too much for us to sin. It costs too much for us to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. It costs too much. Because we end up serving under a nation who does not love you, who does not give a damn about you, and makes every chance that he gets, he's trying to reign over you and rule over you. And tonight we went over stories about people who refuse to let an oppressor obey them. You understand me? That refuse to eat pork, that refuse to bow. And tonight, that's what this story represents.
Damn right.
We are rededicating the temple back to the Lord. You
That's
understand
right.
me? And that's what this feast represents. And
That's
tonight,
right.
this is glorious. It's a ceremony. It's a celebration. And it's something we should cherish throughout our generations. You understand? Right. And with that, I'm going to turn the class over to who
it's off of me, sir.
You ain't got it? Type one, my friend. Most High in Christ.
We had an ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Hachaanakah. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment, you can find this in Numbers 18 and 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. It means 10th in Hebrew, and is pronounced ma'asherah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation, Salak. Upcoming holy convocation will be the Feast of Purim. You understand? That's the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month. That's going to be Thursday, February 25th and Friday, February 26th. You know what I'm saying? Next year. You can find that in Esther chapter 9, verse 20 through 31. Please, sir. Oh, and also remember, that this ceremony, this memorial that we have does last for the space of 8 days. So, you know what I mean? So we're going to be kind of, you know what I'm saying, doing things over the course of the next 8 days, keeping the candles lit, you know what I mean? Doing different things in the school or whatever. Do we have a closing feast, sir? I'm not sure if we have a closing feast just yet, but just, you know what I mean, be on standby for that. You know what I mean? If that is in fact the case. All right. So that's that. Shalakia. Want to remind Akim and Akwathi to check on social media. Set is isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. Don't forget to watch, you know what I'm saying, Commander General Hachaanakah every Monday night, 9 p.m. You know what I mean? And if a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he needs to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. Come on, sir.
Just remember, tonight, this celebration, right? Throughout the years, we're supposed to bring new things to the school to donate to the school for the celebration, okay? And what Mattathias and Judas were doing, they were bringing things back to the temple to renew the temple, to rebuild it. So if you have things you want to offer to the school to help build it up, okay? Things you take a look around you. Things that will help this school grow. Sisters who may need something to have, whatever it is, okay? If you want to bring it to the school, drop it off during this time period, do so, all right? If you know someone in need, bring something to the school. We'll pass it out, food, clothing items, whatever you may, paper towels, whatever that you feel that could help brothers or sisters in the school, bring it to the school during this time period. If you see something that you want to bring and just donate, just do it, okay? All right?
If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he needs to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, imadium, which means to stand slack. Your sisters, you can remain yashab, which means to be seated.